Peace, y'all. Peace. What's happening with everybody? Peace. What's happening with everybody this morning? So, I just wanted to touch in real quick, just holler at everybody real fast. Not even so much fast. We can commute for a little bit. I got about a couple hour drive here. So, check it out. First and foremost, if you're here for the first time, I am Chef C from New Jersey, host, curator of On That Next podcast. Want to bring to y'all attention real quick also, ladies and gentlemen, that if you go to my community section right now, you'll be able to find the flyer for our toy and hot chocolate giveaway that we're doing here today in my hometown of Paterson, New Jersey. Okay? So if y'all in the Paterson, New Jersey area, where I'm headed right now, it's going to take me about a few hours, a couple hours to get there. Stop through 218 Rosa Parks Boulevard. Okay? We're giving out some toys for the kids. So if anybody's in the Jersey area, y'all know some kids, y'all got some kids y'all want to bring them through. Alright? I am Santa Claus today. You know? Santa Claus today, man. So bring your kids through. Get some of these toys, man. We got a lot of toys, you know, so definitely come through. If you had a little struggle this year, and possibly even in the last 4, definitely come through. We got you covered, man. It ain't gonna be, I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's not gonna be a crazy PS, you know, it ain't gonna be no PlayStation 5s, no PS5s, nah. We ain't balling like that, we ain't got it like that, alright? No PS5s, none of that other wild shit that's out there. However, we got some pretty decent toys. I want y'all to come through and get what you gotta get. And also while you're there, just stop and grab a hot chocolate, right? We got the hot chocolate bar. We got marshmallows there, right? We got a bunch of little different accoutrements, chili, if you want to make yourself a dirty hot chocolate, quote unquote, we call it. But definitely come through and do that. Also, we will be live tomorrow with my brother, Coach Sharpton. Tomorrow, we're going to be touching on cryptocurrency, okay? Cryptocurrency, none of us is real experts. Some of us just hit a lick off of it, you know, and have a little bit of knowledge about it. We think it's necessary, especially going into this latter end of the year and being prepared for next year, that everybody knows about the opportunity zones. I see 2 of y'all in the building. Can I get a like? 3 of y'all in the building. Can I get a like? Listen. Cryptocurrency with my brother Coach Sharpton tomorrow will be live on the broadcast. Okay, I'm commuting. This is about a 2-hour commute. I might stay live for 2 hours, might not. I don't know. Nonetheless, make sure y'all ready for that. We also have. I do know that my family. Shout out to the brothers, man. We haven't been live in a minute with the brothers. I know y'all look forward to that. Y'all can blame that on C. I've been very busy. I know the brothers got stuff going on too for Pack Talk and things like that. So, you know, don't really hold it against me too heavy. You know, I just been very busy with the season right now for a guy like me. So, we apologize. I'll be sure to get the brothers back on, ready to cook and do what these brothers do. Salute to all the brothers that always check in with us. Now, let's get into something. Reported drone sightings are increasing throughout the United States. And last week we did a broadcast on this. Okay, well earlier this week we did a broadcast. Earlier this week we found that, first of all, the DHS, FBI, and other agencies saying that there's nothing to be concerned about. Okay? Nothing to be concerned about, nothing to see here. It's just bullshit, blah, 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 blah. All right? Now, some people have been coming out. I'm in New Jersey. I've seen all type of wild shit in the sky. Some of these things look like they look like orbs, right? Oval shaped. They illuminate. They do a bunch of different shit, and your government is still telling us there's nothing to be concerned about. I saw the first orb about a year ago, right? About a year ago, I saw the first orb. I was driving back from a client, and I said, "Yo, what the fuck? What is that?" Right? And I just, I chopped it. I played it off. I'm like, "Yo, this ain't really nothing to me." You know what I mean? Now we're coming into a situation where people are actually seeing some of these things are dropping out of brother Black Larry, what's happening with you, brother, man? Good to see you, brother Black Larry. We're seeing more of these things. They're even falling out of the sky, ladies and gentlemen. These UAPs, they call them, they're starting to fall out of the sky, and our government is still saying there's nothing to see here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're here for the first time. A military brother came out the other day, said, okay, some of the drones that you're seeing, right? Some of the drones that you're seeing, those are our drones. However, the oval shape orb type UAPs that you're seeing in the sky, those aren't ours. The brother just kept it 100. He said, listen, those aren't even our shit. That, you might have to actually be concerned about that. We're actually also seeing some of these different types of drones spray shit, in the air. Now, a lot of folks, especially over the last week or so, have been coming up with like this little dry cough. I got the little dry cough, right? It's a very, like, everybody's having like little mild flu symptoms and shit like that. Newspaper article came out earlier this week saying that there's an increase of flu-like symptoms or outbreak happening over in California. And I think it has a lot to do with these drones, y'all. Particularly the unidentified and the identified ones. Okay? You can call me conspiracy theorist. I don't give a fuck. I know what I saw. I know what I see. And people are saying some of the same shit I was saying last year that I kept to myself. Please, brother, cut the check. Let me see what brother cut your check said. How does that affect / change how you move as a drone operator yourself? Well, I mean, again, when I think about it, man, we've flown our drones. We've saw the drones be landed in different particular areas, especially when it was coming close to military bases, etc., like that. And it wouldn't even allow the drones that we have to get off the ground. However, you're seeing other drones that are not being governed, per se, by the same aerial monitoring that we were when we try to fly our drones. So that tells me that, again, our government, FBI, DHS, etc., all who have come out and said nothing to see here, don't be concerned about it, keep moving how you need to move, are lying to us. Right? There's drones right now flying around the nation's capital. Now, anybody that flies drones, man, if you may be 10, 15 miles away from Washington, D.C., you're not getting the drone up off the ground. Right? It's not getting up off the ground. But these drones are allowed to circulate around Washington, D.C., let alone the White House. They're circling the White House. So I say to myself, the math ain't mathing. Something is really off. Governor, you nailed it. That's what I'm saying, brother. Before, it was engines and motors. That's what I'm talking about, Cole. Now, what we're looking at now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's safe to say that we have never been alone. Yeah, y'all can call me conspiracy theorist. I don't give a fuck. We can also say that it's safe to say that our government, not governor, has always been aware of these altered life forms being among us. Yeah. I mean, we can believe in God. We can't believe that there's other things that exist. Right? I think some of the hypocrisy of the way people think is absurd to me. We can believe in God where most folks never seen him or it or her. But you can't believe that there's extra beings, right? So for me, I like to simplify shit. A lot of stuff you can't explain, right? But we are looking at a time where I think even that eclipse that took place last year, y'all remember the eclipse? Everybody had their little special goggles on. You couldn't look at it, right? I believe that has something to do with these specimens that we're seeing, the glow, the orbs, all of this shit that we're now seeing in the air. I think that was a portal, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, call them crazy. Call them crazy if you want to. I believe that was a portal. I've even sent myself some clips. Now check this. I've sent myself some clips to do a broadcast on it. YouTube, even my email, Google, is now monitoring the clips that I send myself and then tell me that it's dangerous, or it might be somebody trying to hack, so it blocked it for my own safety. Now, there's been plenty of other motherfuckers sending me scam shit. They never blocked those items then, right? But now you're blocking drone footage? Yeah, our government is aware. Just like when people were talking about all the nonsense that's been going on with Kamala Harris, how Google and all these other platforms begin to censor folks, right? Take down your broadcast. Well, remember, Google is a government contract entity. Yeah, I do know that, right? Listen, throw something in there. Let me know that it's real. Yeah, I know Google, YouTube is a government contract entity, right? So while they're trying to tell you, don't listen, nothing to see here, don't worry about it, don't panic, etc., etc., they are also censoring. What did they also do when folks started talking about COVID? They start censoring anybody who had an objective position, an alternative way of thinking, and evidence to back it up. We saw this. I see it's 9 of y'all here. Salute to y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. Again, I see you just coming in here. We're going to be live with my brother Coach Sharpton tomorrow, talking about crypto. We make it through this shit, right? I just want everybody to be aware that there are opportunities that you can take advantage of. We are not experts. We are not claiming any organization. Nobody's selling any, nobody's selling programs either. Let's be clear about that, okay? Just want to give you a little bit more game, how you can make some additional money going into the new year, right? So be on the lookout for that tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube with my brother Coach Sharpton, touching on crypto. Is it a scam? Is it a jokes? Did Kamala Harris support something that everybody believes is a scam? Because remember, Kamala Harris came out with the plan for black men, and it involved cryptocurrency. So, did your former presidential candidate support a scam? We wake it up tomorrow. We cook that up tomorrow for y'all. Nonetheless, let's get back to this. Now, our government has continued to say nothing to see here. Reports have come out, ladies and gentlemen. Reports have come out. One gentleman said that he came outside his house. Check this out. In Florida. Check this out. One young man came out, said he saw a drone flying over a cemetery. Bright light, everything, on some straight ET, extraterrestrial type shit. ET phone and home type shit. Okay? And police officers saw it. Police saw it as well. And they told him, listen, go back inside your fucking house. Go back inside. Don't worry about this. And the dude is freaking out like, yo, why the fuck are drones that we shouldn't be concerned about flying over a cemetery, right? And looking like they're shooting beams down into the cemetery in Florida. Shooting beams down into the cemetery. What the fuck are they excavating in that cemetery? That's my question. Right? That's my question. What's happening with all of these drones? Not only are they shooting chemtrails through the air. So you got drones shooting chemtrails in the air. New Jersey, Cali, Florida, Canada. What's really happening? But again, DHS, FBI, nothing to see here. Is our government setting us up for a major L? That's my question. Is our government letting us sit here be sitting ducks because, one, they may be afraid of these damn drones, the quote-unquote drones, aka aliens? Let's just say it. Fuck me. They're afraid of the aliens. And it appears to be, good morning, Sister Vita. Peace. It appears to be some kind of phony-ass treaty between these extraterrestrial beings. Might be up, y'all. It might be up. Hence why your government keeps saying, chill, everybody stay calm, don't shoot at them. Peace, Ray, peace. Your government says don't shoot at the drones. There's people being prosecuted right now for having shot at the drones. Said the motherfucking drone dipped down in his property. One dude said a drone dipped down in his property, right? Damn near was at his doorbell. And the motherfucker came outside and started letting off at the drone. And the drone took off and zipped. Now, also, there's been a report. I mean, I don't know if y'all caught this broadcast the other day. Deputy sheriff, sworn in police officer, said, listen, it was about 50 of these motherfuckers coming off the ocean. Salute to y'all. It was 50 of these Johns coming off the ocean. 50 drones coming off the ocean? Now, a government contractor who designs and builds drones for the government came out. I did a broadcast on it. Came out and said, listen, these drones, our drones can't fly off the water, right? Also, they overheat. Now, me and my team at Bloodline Films, we got drones. Me and my team at Bloodline Films, we have drones. And we ain't got no bullshit drones either. No 99-cent store drones. We got the top flight shit. The drones are very loud. You can hear the propellers swinging and shit like that. We got the drone where you gotta be licensed. You gotta pass tests and all type of shit. Like you in the jet to wear the glasses, the goggles, and whatever way you turn your head directs the drone. So we don't have no bullshit drones, y'all. But our big boy that we tried to take out to DC when we were filming From the Soil, if you one of our regulars, wouldn't even get off the ground. So the contractor says, listen, drones can never come off the water. The government contractor said the drones can never come off the water because their engines aren't strong enough. But a sworn officer said he saw 50 of them coming off the ocean. Who's lying? Governor Murphy said, listen, you know, they're doing their research. They're investigating it. Okay? They didn't understand. They don't know what it quite is just yet. Okay? But also, they don't appear to be harmful. So to me, anybody that got a fucking brain, that's an admission that you know these are alien type UAPs flying around. Our governor of the state of New Jersey just admitted to the people that he knows some of the drones are ours and the other ones he don't know what the fuck they are. You just told us that you know that there's aliens flying around in our communities. So what is the defense now? What happens? How do you defend an enemy you quote unquote don't know? Which I even doubt that's the case, right? United States is always hidden. Some Area 51, they told you that was a conspiracy. Am I wrong? Keep it a buck with you. They told you Area 51 was a conspiracy. They told you it's bullshit. There's never been no aliens. Right? Now, when I first started this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, I said that there's a military brother who came out and said, listen, there are drones that are ours, and then there are drones that we do not know about. The orbs, particularly the orb ones, or the snake shape. I don't know if y'all seen clips with the snake shape ones that be circling around and doing all of these evasive ass maneuvering in the air. Those aren't our drones. He said, listen, there's aliens above that got some drones, and there's aliens below. Now the brother that said, now the officer that said he saw 50 drones come up off the water, right, is being backed up by a military officer saying, that says there's aliens in the water, below the water. So we're looking at ourselves and say, hey, listen, are we just fucking sitting ducks with this shit? The very government that says it's here to protect you is ultimately lining you up? Or is this government running a play? Now let's go to the other side of that coin before we get into, is FBA a hate group? The other side of that coin, ladies and gentlemen, right? People are saying that the government, right? People are saying that the government has a deal with these aliens that have always been here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I see the number going up. Numbers fluctuating. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. There was a U.S. chaperone. 3 aerial drives. It was 3 sets of jets chaperoning alien spaceships. Okay? So I look and I say to myself, man, I say, you know what, bruh? A lot of times I look at these movies and shit, they be telling the truth sometimes. Some of these movies, they tell you a little stuff and then try to throw you off with the rest of the bullshit. I am, again, like I said, when we had that eclipse, something happened during that eclipse that began all of this process. Or I believe that the eclipse itself was just an expiration, right? Maybe the expiration date on the agreement between these extraterrestrial beings and the United States was up. The contract was up. You know what I mean? I think the contract was up. I think that's what that meant. This is too much. I don't know what to believe anymore. Hey, I feel you, Sister Mina. Let me see what Kobe Sharp is saying real quick. We're gonna keep building real quick. Hold on. Shout out to the underwater sea people. Nobody expects them by higher chance of life down there. No. Listen, the ice wall, even the whole thing with the ice wall, I believe that that's a real thing because certain parts of Antarctica we're not even allowed to travel, right? It's interesting how or people have never quote unquote seen certain places, right? Even in Cancun, certain parts of those caves over there they won't let you go to. Why is all of these areas blocked off, United States government? Why you got so many of these fucking places so restricted? I see a lot of people in here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, y'all. If you haven't done so already. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Why are so many of these areas blocked off from our visitation, but we're allowed to go other places? Now, some cats gonna say, well, Chef, you're not allowed to trespass. You ain't supposed to. You can't be going. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Your government decides to snatch all of these different places, restrict them from you, and then all of a sudden there's no holds barred. Why did they choose them? I'm the guy to ask why about everything. I'm gonna always ask why. And I think more of our folks should continue to start asking why. Okay? But as I said, let's get back to this. Reports are increasing. Chemtrails are being sprayed. Folks are across the nation are now coming down with this cough. What's happening? I'm in crazy shape. I'm in pretty decent shape. Right? I work out a minimum 3 to 5 times a week. And I get it. I go after it. I don't be playing. But I got this little cough that keep coming up, especially later in the afternoon. And I said, this shit, and it's dry, y'all. It's very dry. I said, hold on, man. I do sea moss. I do the whole 9 yards. I do everything, y'all. Work out, I get to it. I do a lot of shit. I said, why am I coughing so hard, particularly, and it really kicks up, right? Check this. It really starts kicking up around about 7, 8-ish every single night for the last week and a half. See, right now I'm not coughing. I don't cough during the day. That's not a coinky thing, y'all. That's not. Listen, you could tell me you could tell me whatever you want, but you ain't gonna tell me that bullshit. They're spraying something in the air, ladies and gentlemen. I want to recommend that you make sure you keep your immune systems up. You stay in the gym. Okay? Your government is aware of what's happening, and what they're doing is trying to disarm you, keep everybody calm. We don't even know what type of potential enemy we're facing here. Independence Day was crazy. Remember how Independence Day started off? And this is why I say when they talk about, they tell you the truth in some of these movies. Remember Independence Day was crazy, right? Remember how that little At that little spaceship, that spaceship was just sitting over top of the city. Everybody like, oh, this looks crazy. And it just sat there for a while. Just sat there. Next thing you know, boom, went crazy. Now, the mere fact that our government knows that all of these different drones are being posted up throughout the United States, especially having started in New Jersey, November the 18th, with the first sighting of drones. November the 18th. We're looking at more than a month of this bullshit going on in the air. Right? More than a month. 30 plus days, ladies and gentlemen. Be very clear. 30 plus days. Make that make sense. And the government has no legitimate explanation for it other than nothing to see here. They lining us up, man. So what is the alternative? What's the alternative? Like, what do we do now as citizens? We were told by the same government that if you took at least 7 vaccines, right? What did they say? Hold on. What your boy Biden say? That motherfucker said 1 and done, right? COVID vaccine, remember? The vaccine. Biden said 1 and done, you ain't got to take no more. That was the same. Emergency expedition of it to get it in your arms. 1 and done, you ain't never gonna have to do it, and prior to that, you'll never be mandated. Okay? Next thing you know, you gotta get number 2. Huh? You gotta get number 3. Matter of fact, if you can't show your little card or we can't find you in the system, you're getting fired. My nurses, doctors, military folk, right? You can't serve the country no more. Very same government we're talking about. We're talking about the same government, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so. So now we fast forward, right? And a lot of those people who lost their jobs because they refused to take that vaccine, which studies have also come out, people who took the vaccine than the ones who didn't take the motherfucker. Make that make sense. Right? Fast forward, still under the same administration, which we are currently, that is also telling us, don't be concerned about these drones. Right? Fast forward, all the people who lost their jobs. Has this administration said that they would refund these folks who lost their jobs? Help me out. I'm a little slow sometimes. Has this administration said for my nurses, right? Government employees who decided not to take it. A person like myself who lost 30% of his business during that time. What's the reparative justice that I'm going to get? I lost 30% of my fucking business because I wouldn't take that shit. I needs my money. And now we're supposed to believe this government when they say nothing to see in the sky. You got these fucking drones that are illuminated, falling out of the air, some of them, on people's cars and shit. Right? People's cars are getting damaged. Some of these drones are the size of small vehicles. Some of them, they saw a couple of them that was the size of fucking school buses. Drones are falling out of the air. How do you survive a drone that's the size of a fucking car, let alone a school bus, but the size of a small car falling out of the air? Who do you sue for that? How do you claim that on your insurance? my grown folks. Oh, it was an alien or something. Right. It was an alien that fell out of the sky. Will the insurance companies reimburse you? This is the wild shit I'm talking about, man. Like, bruh. So all I can say is this, ladies and gentlemen. If you know a place to get safe, distractions from a failing dollar. Dio, well, listen, Dio, and that part, that's why we talk about crypto tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, Dio, make sure you subscribe. I got my brother Coach Sharpton, who's pretty sharp with crypto. We're going to be talking about that opportunity zone because there's a strong possibility, y'all, that's checked in with me right now, that there will be a Fed coin coming out. Or a United States coin coming out. Some kind of currency from the United States, y'all. Sister Jane, peace, sis, peace. Good morning. There's going to be in the near future, because that is an opportunity zone that a lot of folks see, right? A lot of the cats that are telling you or talking to you about crypto being on bullshit are the same folks who are buying crypto. Just saying. These are the same folks that are buying crypto. Right, let me see what's it called? Right, it's called the Fed coin. That part. So we're going to touch on this. However, I will caution everybody. Just like this government, particularly administrations such as the Biden one that we hopefully all survive, right? Keep it a buck. Hopefully we all survive this administration and any future administration, but particularly this one. There was a time where I would have to say that the banks under this administration, did y'all people when our banks seized up a couple times under this administration? Cats couldn't get access to their banks, right? Couple times this year in particular, and last year as well, I couldn't get access to my funds. Don't believe in new coins due to the back doors. Well, and that, Theo, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, my guy. These new coins are jukes. They no different than the NFT bullshit. That NFT had a small wave, and it's all about like the Hawk 2. Y'all heard about the Hawk 2 coin? Oh, my sister Star. Good to see you, sis. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Sister Star. Man, good to see our Sister Star in the building. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this chick called Hawk 2, her raggedy ass, she came out with a coin. A bunch of goofies invested with it. Ain't nobody see her ass since. A bunch of goofies invested in it. She got 3 mil M's and disappeared. Dogecoin, shout out to my Dogecoin is a goofy coin. That little fox coin, that shit was bullshit. Yeah, so be careful with the coins, but I want to say this as it pertains to the Fed coin, particularly. That new Fed coin that's going to be coming out. Yeah, scam Tui, Sister J. That's a fact, sis. That's a fact. That new Fed coin, because the United States failed on being able to put more taxes on our heads. Remember they was trying to get that $600 jokes? $600 jokes from anybody doing cash apps or unreported blah, blah, blah. right? They failed at that. Thank God we had a couple people in place to actually stand up against that bullshit. All right, because we got to keep it 100. Nearly 50 to 60% of the world, of our population here in the U.S., they living off of third, fourth, fifth side hustles. Can't need that shit to pay bills and all of that. Even the well-offs. And this government, this administration in particular, was trying to find all type of rinky-dink ways to get in our back pocket. So they failed with that shit. All right? But this Fed coin, this is why I want to caution folks. This Fed coin is their other way, because they're seeing what's happening with this bullshit ass dollar. Right? They're seeing what's happening with this fucking dollar. A lot of people don't respect the United States like they used to anymore. When I say people, I'm talking about other nations. Especially what this administration has done with the reputation of the U.S. They don't really rock with it heavy like that no more. So, this new Fed coin is another way of getting to you, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're going to invest in this new Fed coin that's inevitably coming, put a little bit of paper in there. Don't make it the ultimate thing to rely on. Because at any time they can turn the lights off on your ass. That's what I'm saying. At any given time, they will turn the lights out on you. And you've given the United States access to them. So that's a jokes that you got to be aware of. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris came out with a plan for black folk. For black men, quote unquote. Bullshit ass plan. Saying that she was going to, do something with cryptocurrency. Why Kamala was so invested in, quote unquote, trying to do something with crypto? Kamala, you ain't slick. I'm not stupid. Folks ain't stupid. So if I say again to y'all, listen, is it going to be a bag there? Are they going to really promote it like they always do? Are they going to cook it up like they was trying to cook up Kamala Harris? Yeah, they will. And that might be a small-term lick to have, right? That's probably a small-term lick to have, so put a little change over there. Put a little change over there, but don't count on it. The best place to stay, excuse me, fam, the best place to stay will be Bitcoin and Ethereum. It is the equivalent of the S&P 500 to the stock market. Okay? Bitcoin and Ethereum are the equivalent of the S&P 500 to the stock market. So when this new currency comes through, go that route. Dump it in Ethereum, dump it in Bitcoin. Or at least give it a shot. Yeah, Sister Mina. When you talk about, the reason I say Bitcoin and Ethereum is the equivalent of the S&P 500s to the stock market is when you're talking about things that you can bet on for the most part, right? Longevity, the version of a 500, a Fortune 500 company. These guys, they do what they do. So that's why I say, I think that's the equivalent of the S&P 500. That's not me saying don't invest in the stock market. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to be getting my bag in the stock market too. Okay? Right now I'm only in crypto. S&P 500, you want to win? That's what you do with the stock market. Okay? S&P 500, that's how you get your lick. So, Nonetheless, I digress real quick. Let's keep on spinning the block here. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing happening with this whole bullshit, your government will continue to lie to you. For those of you who just check this out. Y'all know how Congress conveys every year toward the end of the year, right? Conveys, oh, the government is about to shut down. Y'all know that shit. Y'all know that. How they do this every year, and the government is gonna shut down because Congress couldn't agree on something, blah, 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 blah. Well, shout out to Vivek. I don't like that weird motherfucker. I don't like that piece of shit, Vivek Ramaswamy. But him and Elon caught your representatives trying to run a play. They had a 1,500-page document. 1,500-page document, y'all, where they was trying to run some shit. They was giving themselves bonuses, pay raises, and then in the front, right up front, because they know folks don't like to read and shit like that, let alone the fine print, they put all the other, goofy shit in there. Okay, this is going to, opportunity zones. Oh, this is going here. And then in the back, the Congress, you're getting a 30% increase on your raise. You motherfuckers don't do nothing. Let alone, you ain't see shit in that document about the goddamn extraterrestrial shit flying around in the air. Huh? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe here. They didn't put nothing in that document. in all of the 1,500 pages that was in that mother. So they came back after Ramaswamy put them on blast for trying to run the jokes on the American people. Shitty ass government. Government being on bullshit. These career Congress people and representatives, you gotta understand, they become career politicians because they've always ran jokes and plays on folks. How the fuck is Nancy Pelosi a millionaire, but you only supposed to make a certain amount of money a year? This chick's net worth is damn near worth $70-something million. Barack Obama go in, the motherfucker making what? His net worth was $500,000. Peace, DK, peace. Net worth was $500,000 or something like that. Next thing, because he inherited some shit. Next thing you know, this motherfucker's a millionaire, him and Michelle. How everybody get into politics? This is what we got to make sure we make it plain. Everybody that gets into the politics magically become millionaires. That means that everybody's running game. Some of these folks, they're only supposed to make 100. Some of these folks, they're only supposed to make like 120,000 a year, 200,000 a year, right? Well, that's a fact, DK. He was. Well, I'll say this. Family guy, George Bush, he was a Bush family member, right? Bush family member. So we're looking at the situation, and I say to myself, man, when it comes to the drones, I'm gonna get back on these drones. Oh, you. Hey, shout out to you. Are you trolling? See? I mean, I haven't. Are you subscribed? Listen, a lot of people don't know what you know, fool. Let's be clear about this. I hate when people act like everybody's supposed to know what they know. I don't know a lot of shit, so I share it. What I do know, I have some information with. Everybody's so fucking smart on this internet. Shut your ass up. Now, let's keep on talking. Drones in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Drones in the air. If you know some places that you can go, if you haven't scouted them out yet, they be what? Then get off my live, you hoe. Why are you on my live then if you don't like it? Why are you on the live? P. Will, what's happening with P. Will? Peace, P. Will. I got a goofy in here. And where my mods at? Get Acer YC up out the way. Let's get him blocked. Yeah. Let's get him out the way. If my mods is in the building, let's get Acer YC out the way. Yeah, let's got him. Get him out the way. Appreciate you. Appreciate the family coming through, getting him up out the way. Now, let's have a conversation. Listen. There you go. Now, as I was saying, I don't need cats like this. I'm having a conversation. Now, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you are coming into the situation where, thank you, Sister Star. If you're coming into this thing, you haven't prepared, I would say at the bare minimum, at least make sure you have some backup waters, some food, etc., etc. Right? Dry goods. Make sure you got that lined up, y'all. We don't know what type of threat this thing is, but I can guarantee you, they ain't just looking, just to be looking. That's the thing. These drones. Now, let's get into that FBA. The FBA. Is FBA a hate group? That's the question mark. Now, some would consider me to be FBA. I'm a black American. That's a fact, Sister Star. That's a fact. Yeah, what is FBA? My understanding is it's an acronym for what is called Foundational Black American. And it's particular for black Americans, which it should just be black Americans, but when you deal with social media, everybody comes up with their movements and acronyms and whatever thoughts that they put behind it to have people buy in or whatever. But it's supposed to be a lineal pride situation. I don't need an acronym. I'm a black American. This hat right here, black American. Y'all can get that from the soil. Right? From the soil.tv. You can go get you one. Black American Heritage flag. New era. Right? I stand on black American only. This platform particularly slants toward black American. However, I rock with my legals. Well, I rock with my legal immigrants that's on the right type of time. Right? My legal Latinos, my legal Asians, my legal Africans that don't get in the way of black Americans. I rock with them all. I'm not a Pan-African by any means necessary. By no way. But I respect folks who don't get in my way. So now that Fat Joe has come out the other day and has begun the process of saying that foundational black Americans are a hate group of black folks. They're a hate group of black folks who run around essentially calling and identifying themselves as black identity extremists to a degree. This is something that I'm paraphrasing from Fat Joe, but he was on somebody's podcast the other day saying that the FBA is a hate group. FBA is not a hate group. Them brothers and sisters, they just got a lot of ethnic pride. just like any other group out here who believes in their ethnic pride, right? Unfortunately, sometimes the messengers aren't necessarily the right vehicles to introduce that kind of ethnic pride to the world. There's people who don't like the person who began the acronym of the FBA, also because there is a trademark under that acronym that the founder has certified. There's a trademark, so they're calling it a group, they're calling it a cult, etc., etc. Ethnic pride, is it dangerous in 2024 and beyond? That's my question to y'all. Is it a dangerous thing? Can an African just be an African? Can a black American just be a black American? Right? That's my question. Are we okay with just being, and are other groups okay with folks just saying, listen, I'm proud to be a black American. I got great pride in who I am. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said, I'm proud to be a black American. I got great pride in who I am. Is ethnic pride dangerous? And should people be offended by it? That's really a question. Listen, Latinos, you like what you like. You like andules, you like frijoles, you like bachata, salsa, blah, blah, blah. That's your shit. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you catch me a certain day, I could fuck with some bachata. I actually know how to bachata. My salsa is trash. No. My salsa is absolute trash. I gotta keep that above. But is ethnic pride dangerous in 2024 and beyond? Fat Joe has also alluded to the fact that because the FBAs pride themselves on delineating, separating the ethnicities, separating the groups, culturally identifying, Fat Joe says these folks are hate group people. Right. Let me read what DK saying, man. I like this, DK. I like that. Make sure you subscribe, DK. I like that talk. Hold on, let me keep my eye on the road real quick. Hold on, y'all. We're just going up. First and foremost, if y'all just checking in, feel free to check my community section, y'all. I'm headed up right now to give. I'm nigga claws. Pause. Right? I'm Chef C. Nigga claws today. Pause. So make sure y'all check my community section out. If y'all in the New Jersey, North New Jersey area, come through, holla at me. Come through, holla at me, have a hot chocolate, man. Have a hot chocolate. We got hot chocolate, all of that. We got hot chocolate, marshmallows, all of that. It's gonna be good. So if you in New Jersey, come through. Come through, take a picture by the tree. We got a big ass tree. Motherfucker damn near 2 stories tall. That shit is crazy. Come through, get with that. So that's why I'm headed right now to give out these Christmas toys to the kids, man. Check my community section. It's the flyer right there. Y'all know anybody else that's in the northern New Jersey area, Patterson particularly, tell them to come through, man. I got toys for them. You heard? I got toys for them. Yeah. Again, people that I rock with, ladies and gentlemen, these brothers and sisters, they believe in being the change that they want to see. So while we cover current events and gossip and all other bullshit, we actually believe in really doing some shit in real life and being the change we want to see. Shout out to the brothers on Pat Talk. Shout out to our everydays, our day ones that always rock with us. Okay. Nonetheless, as I was saying, Fat Joe has come out and said these folks are delineating extremely hard. They're black racists. Fucking Fat Joe. That Ozempic is getting to his head. Let me read what DK was saying first. Pardon me, DK. People can be dignified, proud of their accomplishments. Pride can become arrogance or contempt for others. I understand that. Pride can become contempt or arrogance for others. I get it. I get that. I get that, DK. I've seen, well, they said pride come before the fall, right? Is that another saying? Pride come before the fall. However, ethnic pride, I think more people should be proud of themselves. Let me read what Brother P. Will says. It's only dangerous when FBA stand up. I see you, P. Will. I see you. Yeah, I mean, listen. Let's back that up. I'm going to back you up with that, P. Will, real quick. Let's watch this. Watch this. You black when some bullshit go down. You Nigerian when it's some good shit. Let me say that one more time. Most folks doing some fucked up shit in this particular system, this degenerate system, are black when they doing some nonsense. When it's something phenomenal, when you talk about this color, you're Nigerian. Alright? You're Igbo. Alright? Senegalese. Jamaican. Dominican. Everything but black. This is the way this degenerate system has been set up. This is how the play works here. Yeah? So, at some point, there has to be a firm appreciation. Well, that's the thing, DK. You are. You're a full-blown citizen. You're a full-blown citizen. However, perception. This is why we watch. We gotta pay attention here. We watch media companies put billions of dollars year after year behind narratives and perception. Right? Billions of dollars year after year after year behind perception and narratives. And now we're watching in the last year or so, well, actually in the last 5 years, I've seen the increase. Maybe it's been longer, maybe y'all peeped it. The emergence of separation. Right. The emergence of separation. Unfortunately, you know, one of my business partners, and this is not unfortunate, this is very dope. Shout out to one of my business partners, man. This brother here from Senegal, who been on Bloodline Films rocking with us. This brother right here, he's one of the original true Pan-Africans I've come across in my life. One of the truest Pan-Africans if I ever saw one. African brother, Senegalese. I got a lot of respect for him. Young man is here in the United States. He getting to the bag, doing what he got to do, him and his family. But he went back to Senegal. He goes back to Senegal from time to time and put money on the books for his people. Dude is literally building a whole community right now. So when I say one of the true Pan-Africans, right? He doesn't get in the way of black Americans, right? He actually tries to support wherever he can. And then he goes back to his hometown and try to be the change he want to see financially. That's Pan-Africanism if I ever seen it. This brother is on the right type of time. He gonna be the king of Senegal. And I support it. I'm gonna go out there. I ain't no Pan-African either. I hate Pan-Africanism. I'd rather him be the king of Pan-Africanism. Pause, that sound crazy. But shit, the way he's moving, if there was a definition for Pan-Africanism in a positive light, he's doing it. He's really doing it. Shout out to that brother. All right, DK, right. Not on YouTube, right? Not on the government contracted entity, right? I feel you, DK. I see people coming through here. Y'all motherfuckers staying there with your wad. Y'all staying in with your wad. I'm about an hour or so away from the garden, I believe. Yeah, I think I'm about an hour or so. So shout out to y'all for rocking with me on this trip, man. Shout out to y'all for rocking with me and so, on this trip. Can't wait to get these toys out to these kids, man, and have a hot chocolate. That's gonna be fly, man. That's gonna be fly. And I also want to say a salute to my day ones on the platform if you're in here. A lot of your contributions financially, those who support us on a regular basis, I want you to know something. And I want to show you that not only does it go to helping us keep the platform up, right? As far as, the expenses to operate. But it also goes to what you're about to see when I pull up at this garden. Right? I want you to know that. My people that always hit the cash app. I want you to know where it's going to. Always hit the cash app. Every broadcast, every single time you see me, y'all hit that cash app or that Venmo. And I want you to know that you're impacting more people than you know. Right? Let alone keeping the exhaust fans on in the community kitchen, as we call it here, or on their necks. But you're going to see when I pull up to the garden that your money goes to, the money that you send us, it goes to helping pay for my greenhouse that we feed 800 families a year in. It has gone to helping get some of these gifts for these kids, right? And help got some of the hot chocolate that we're about to put out here. It also helps us get seeds for this garden. Okay? So I want y'all to know, particularly you, Sister Star, and others like you, where your money goes when you hit that cash app every time. And I'm telling you straight. And I want to show you better than I can tell you. I'm gonna show you. I'm not a talking nigga. I don't like talking folks too much. I'm only doing this talking thing because this is where the other part of the war is. And I'm involved in whatever way I need to be involved. Brother Negro, I don't know if you want to live, but I'm chopping it up, man. Hit me back. But everybody that hits the cash app on a regular basis that supports our program, I'm going to show you where your money goes. Right? I'm going to show y'all. I every once in a while I show a little bit of what I do in real life to the viewers here. Every once in a while. But I do want you to know that, yeah, it's going a lot further than what you think. Some of us creators of content actually do things with the money that y'all send us. Really do shit. Right? Not only take care of the expenses to broadcast, but more. More and more and more and more. So I can't wait to show y'all this shit, man. This is why I do it. This is why I do it. We also got a scholarship through my garden. Okay? We got a scholarship. So if anybody knows kids who need a scholarship, tell them to start applying next month. Next month. From the soil.tv. Go there. We've sent 2 people to college already. Actually, we sent more. Shout out to that. But, yeah. Make sure y'all know, if y'all know anybody that needs it, it's a small scholarship, but it's coming from my garden as well. From the soil.tv, it's in the Carry Nail Fund. Go ahead and tell them to hit that link, the Carry Nail Fund, from the soil.tv. Okay? Now, as I was saying, let's keep on talking here. Now, ethnic pride. Ethnic pride, ladies and gentlemen. This is my pride here. I'm a black American, proud black American. Got great pride in who I am. Shout out to Michael Jackson. But Fat Joe has put a tag on the FBA alleging that they're a hate group because they decide to culturally identify. Okay? Culturally identify with their people, their experiences here in the United States. A lot of folks believe that they never came here on ships. Never came here on ships. My bloodline, I never came here on a ship. I never came here from Africa. No. Doesn't make anybody any less who has come from Africa. If you came from Africa, then that's your thing. Right? That's your experience. But my experience, I've been on this soil for centuries. Centuries. So that's where it stands for me. And I believe my people have been reclassified several times, which now gives you the black American, which you're looking at here today. I have indigenous roots. Okay? None that I deny. I have Negro roots. None that I deny. I have no freedman experience though. So I'm not even going to get into that. However, the internet acronyms, ADOS, FBA, somebody, let me take that back. I'm say it's a lineage calling, right? For these identifiers. Well, keeping the main thing when it comes to how you identify is very important. Birth, a lot of folks have on their birth certificates, black American. Leave it that way. It gets dangerous when you start getting into too many acronyms. And as of today, I haven't seen too many acronyms having done anything that really moves things forward. I haven't seen too many. However, when you got a quote-unquote celebrity who is essentially a Democrat fucking puppet in Fat Joe, coming out putting essentially a hit list on lineage people, that's very dangerous rhetoric. And some of them brothers that he did that on, I think that was the Matt Hoffa podcast or whatever it is, barbershop shit. For them brothers to let him sit there and say that, very fucking dangerous. This is why when it comes to the internet, it's very tricky of who you allow to get who you get your information from and who you allow to speak. A lot of these folks pick and choose when they want to stand up and say something, and other folks just sit there like deer in the headlight because he or she may not come to the platform again. That's gonna fuck with my views. Now I get it, yeah. It's business for a lot of folks. I get that. It's business. However, At some point, you gotta stand for some shit. You gotta stand for something and don't let certain people get away with certain shit on these platforms. That is dangerous rhetoric that Fat Joe continues to spew. Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes. Right? What happened to Busta? They put him on the back pocket. They're gonna unleash him pretty soon again. These two type of cats, they seem to work together all the time. I don't understand this shit. Okay? But yeah, this kind of dangerous rhetoric is bad for a group of people who just have ethnic pride. I've met a lot of FBAs. Some of them brothers and sisters are some of the most solid folks I ever met in my life. Solid. Huh? Stomp down, advocates and everything. They be out there, man. They really out there trying to do the right thing by them folks. Some of the ADOS are some solid folks. Met these folks too, some of these cats. They on the right type of time. Even the Freedmans. Solid folks, some of them cats. You know, everybody in their own little way because, again, with the internet, niggas can't come together and just be on one accord. So you got so many different little factions and acronyms all the goddamn time. However, there are people among them who are on the right type of time and just say, listen, keep it on lineage, man. So that's why I always land right where I land when it comes to it. Black America. That's it. It's on my record. It's on my family's records. Negroes on my family's record. I leave it there. I don't get involved with the other shit. But it is very dangerous, especially when the FBI has come out with a label called Black Identity Extremists. Salute, Sister Nicole, salute. Make sure you subscribe, sis. It becomes very dangerous where the FBI labels people as black identity extremists. And then you have a fat fucking hoe, not Fat Joe, fat hoe, coming out saying that a particular group is a hate group. That's very dangerous. So, this is the situation that we're dealing with here, ladies and gentlemen. Do I think FBA is a hate group? No. That's not my particular position. Do I believe that there are people of lineage pride? Absolutely. Absolutely. A good amount, especially the solid brothers and sisters. Lineage pride individuals, absolutely they are. Okay? Some of them brothers and sisters. Some of them I don't get busy with. Others I do. Even some of my Pan-Africans. Some of them brothers and sisters are extra solid. Super solid. And they prioritize Black American above their belief systems. Because that's really where it lands. So, outside of that, man, I just wanted to bring that up to you, man. Y'all see Fat Joe in these internet streets. Y'all cook him in his comment section. I think the old Ozempic done went to his brain too heavy. Let me see what DK said. It's not war. It's not a war crime if you have all the guns. Hey, man. Now that's an interesting way to look at it, DK. But I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I'm probably gonna pop back open again, particularly for my monetary supporters. I believe, as far as I'm concerned, this is just the way I believe. Our platform is not monetized because YouTube. Last thing YouTube wants is a nigga like me to get internet money. They don't want a motherfucker like me go monetize. They don't want me to be monetized. Although we qualify. Based off the viewership and all this other bullshit. You don't want me getting that internet money. Because I'll take that motherfucker and I'll do even more than what I'm already doing off my own time. I'll do even more. I'm the last. Shout out to YouTube. I'm the last motherfucker you want to be monetized. You'll really start seeing some shit. So, nonetheless, I'm going to go live again once I get to the garden. Okay? I'm going to go live again once I get to the garden. And I want to show my people who always contribute to the platform every time I go live. I want you to see where your money goes. Well, one of the places, right? One of the places. Because you deserve that. Alright? So I'm going to catch you on the flip side, man. I appreciate y'all riding with me. I should be there in maybe 30 minutes or so. I got to check in and see if we got everything that we need. And then I'll pop open real quick. And more than likely, I'm going to introduce you to my good partner and friend, Deacon Davis. He's the original founder, curator of this Green Acres Community Garden. And so y'all need to holler at him. And if you like to contribute when we go live, hit the Cash App, $FTS49, and I'll send it to him. I'll give it to him from you. Nonetheless, I'll see you in a little bit. Salute to everybody that's checked in. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so. I'll catch you in a little bit. Chef C, checking out.